Hello, everyone. And I'm sure the first thing you're thinking is, wasn't the live stream supposed to go on an hour ago? And you're right, it was. For some reason, we had a serious technical glitch here in the studio and was unable to connect to the streaming server. Uh, so the first thing I'm going to do is apologize uh, for for this coming on late. But I figured once I figured out the problem, I should at least get a video out there to at least apologize and explain what happened. So it's me, Sacred Heart Eric from Sacred Heart Parish. Father Michael's not with me. It's just me. He's out of town this evening. Originally, we were going to have some guests on. We were going to have Francisco Rodriguez and Lupe Sosa. It was going to be on the stream with me. They are, along with myself, we were going to do an interview with our parish's deacon formation candidates. It was a busy week last week. Lupe and Francisco, were installed as candidates into the permanent diaconate, as candidates as for the permanent diaconate. So, which is great. So they were going to be on. They were here. And God bless them. They sat here for an hour while I tried beating my head against the rock wall, trying to figure out what was going wrong with our internet connection. So, but I finally cut them loose because I just didn't know what was going on. I'm never gonna. I don't know. Sure enough, 10 minutes after they're gone, I figured it out. But and that's the way of things. So maybe I can convince them to come on. Um, Come back later this week and we can try redoing another live stream on a different night, or maybe we'll do an interview and just upload it to the pages. We'll see what I can talk them into. Like I said, I know the stream's late. I do apologize. So you folks, we'll catch this later. I'll keep it brief. As far as announcements this week, I think the big thing is the parish picnic on Sunday. I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking very forward to it. So, uh, and I hope to see everybody there. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone. So there'll be an 8:30 mass at the parish as normal, and then a 10:30 mass out at Ned Hauk. And I think we've got a map posted, but it's the far back where the bandstand is. We're gonna be there, so come out for the mass at 10:30, or if you're going to the 8:30, come out afterwards. There's gonna be food and games and music, and so I think a good time will be had by all. For dessert, everybody's encouraged to bake your best pie, and Father Michael, and I guess he has some other judges lined up to judge those. And then what's left over, of course, we will consume in mass quantity. So hopefully, a lot of people participate in that part. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I'm not prepared for this, so I'll keep it brief. Only thing else on the calendar that's coming up is Saturday. Uh, there's an invitation to men who are interested in becoming um, um, ordained to the permanent diaconate. There's an inquiry meeting in Albuquerque, and we were going to talk about that tonight. Us gentlemen who are in formation, we're going to share our experiences so far, and we were going to try to encourage those men who are interested, that feel like they may feel a call to this ministry, to this service, to this life of service, to please go to the inquiry meeting. It's, like I said, it's in Albuquerque. I think it starts at 9 a.m., which for us folks in Clovis means getting up super, super early, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. I remember going to my first inquiry meeting. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm glad I went. So, only thing I can say to those men who aren't sure, and which, actually that's fine if you're not sure. That's I'd say actually a good sign. If you're uncertain if this is your path, um, please go. If you're waiting for a personal invitation from somebody, if you're waiting for somebody to walk up to you and say, you know what, you should be a deacon and you should go to that meeting. This is it. This is your personal invitation. If you're hearing my voice and then you've thought that this might be for you, this is your personal invitation. Go to the meeting. I encourage you. We can never have too many deacons. There's so much work that can be done. So I can speak for myself. I've done 4 years of formation already. No, is it 4? No, it's almost. Oh no, I'm finishing my fifth year formation. So the time flies. It's been a life-changing experience. Whether if you get ordained or not, it's worth it. They call it formation. I would say it's a path of transformation. I'm not the same person I was when I started, and I'm happy for it. Even if someone was to tap me on the shoulder tomorrow and say, "Okay, Eric, you're not going to be ordained," I tell you what, I would not regret one moment of the last 5 years I've spent in formation. I've learned so much. Of course, just in knowledge of the church, and I know so much more than I ever did when I started. But like I said, it's it's also a spiritual journey. You know what I mean? And only good things can come from it. So, like I said, if you even think that this might be something that you might be interested in, I'm calling all men of Sacred Heart Parish to go to that meeting on Saturday. Find a way if you can. So, all right, I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, I'm sorry that the stream was a disaster tonight. Now that I know what went wrong, I can make sure it doesn't happen in the future. It's a work in progress, to be sure. I apologize that mine was the only voice you had to listen to tonight. I'm not good speaking ad lib, so please forgive me. But next week we should be back to normal. Father Michael should be back. I'm not sure who we're having on yet. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. But we'll see. We'll see. So, good night, everybody. Once again, I'm sorry for the lateness of the stream. I'm sorry we didn't have our other gentlemen on for their interviews to share their experiences about the deacon formation. But I do look forward to seeing you all at the picnic. So, everyone, God bless and good night. And we'll see you soon.